So I'm going to be giving you guys my very bold takes on the top 15 players in the NBA, and this is an opinionated thing, even though I can debate that mine are factual. And if you do disagree with anything, feel free to comment in the comments. No hate, but just maybe fairly debate, very civilly, and I will definitely respond to you, and we can have a back and forth if you want. But I'm going to try and get this list over with quick. Now, keep in mind, this list is very, very bold. So, there might be some stuff you wouldn't expect. But in my opinion, these are all in their right spots. Trust me, I love the NBA too. I know what I'm doing. Coming in at number 15, we have Trey Young, coming off a season where he just carried the Hawks to the conference finals. And we have him at number 15 because you can't really put him that much higher than that. But, Trey Young is a lot better than I would have expected him to be. Coming in at number 14, something a lot of people are going to be mad at and think he should be higher up in the list, we have D-Book. And honestly, with him and the next two people that I'm going to name, you can honestly just change them reversibly. Even the next four, to be honest, or next three people. But, currently right now I have D-Book at 14. Coming in at number 13, I have Jason Tatum. I do think he's better than Devin Booker all around. On defense, he's better. I think he's a better first option, in my opinion, more efficient. I just feel like he's going to be that better player. And I know D-Book just had a great playoff series, but I have Tatum above him. Coming in at number 13, I do still have PG-13. In my opinion, you could definitely put D-Book or Tatum above PG-13 right now. But after Paul George's great playoff run where he carried the Clippers past the Jazz and brought the Suns to 6, I still have him at 13. And all time, he's easily above those guys. It's not even close. But I have PG-13 at 13 right now. At 12, we have Kyrie Irving, where a lot of people don't realize that Kyrie just had maybe his best season of all time and joined the 50-40-90 club. Kyrie was an absolute bucket this season. I felt like if he kept, some stuff privately or just, focused on basketball, he would definitely be higher in people's eyes. I just feel like, with injuries too and a lot of stuff, Kyrie's not looked at as good as he actually was this season. At number 10, we do have Damian Lillard, who's probably about to leave the Portland Trail Blazers, but Damian Lillard, definitely a bucket, definitely deserves a spot in the top 10. We all know that. Damian Lillard coming in at 10. I don't really have to debate that much. He's better than everyone I've named, and he's not better than anyone else in front of this, so Damian Lillard. At number 9, we have one of the runner-ups for MVP, Joelle Embiid, and without injuries, dude probably would have won MVP as the 76ers, first seed and everything. He probably would have won the MVP on this year and tried to carry Ben Simmons in the playoffs, and sadly, they just fell short of that. But Joelle Embiid definitely deserves that number 9 spot, and here we go. At number 8, we have Luca Doncic, and, Luca being young and stuff, get that out of your head. Dude is a superstar. He just signed a $207 million rookie extension for the next 5 years. That's literally history making, and big props to Luca. I have a Luca little pop vinyl on my desk right now. I love Luca Doncic, but dude's going to possibly be the greatest player of all time. He has the potential to be. Above Luca, I have Kawhi Leonard. Now, if you want to switch those, totally fine with that. I don't disagree with that at all, to be honest with you. But I do have Kawhi Leonard above Luca right now because of his defense. And even though his defense isn't as good as it once was, it's still really good. He's a great player. His three-point shot seems to be getting better. And in the clutch, he's definitely been showing up, especially in the playoffs. And in my opinion, the Clippers would have won the entire playoffs, with the exception of maybe the Bucks. If Kawhi was healthy, they definitely would have beat the Suns. So they would have went to the finals. But, Kawhi Leonard getting injured, and Kawhi Leonard stepping up in huge moments against the Mavericks late game in those last 3 games. So obviously, I think he deserves a spot here. At number 6, I have the Joker, Nikola Jokic, the MVP of the season. All I have to say is the MVP almost had a triple-double with like 26 points. It's Nikola Jokic. He carried the Nuggets past the Portland Trail Blazers in the playoffs without Jamal Murray. They get swept by the Suns, but come on now. What can you really expect? That team went to the finals. So, at number 5, we have James Harden. An MVP, tried to carry the Rockets for years, and if Harden and Kyrie weren't getting injured and stuff during the playoffs, the Nets would have won the NBA Finals, and that would have been no debate, to be honest with you guys. On that note, James Harden had one of his best seasons this year. Maybe we're seeing prime James Harden right now. He's playing the best he ever has, if you're not considering 36 points per game being the greatest player of all time. Here's where it's going to get very controversial, and if you guys want to flip-flop these, I don't give a shit to you guys, to be honest. I don't care. Here's probably the most bold take of the entire video. I have LeBron James coming in at number 4. Current LeBron James, who could definitely prove me wrong next season. But this current LeBron James, who gave up on his team in the last 2 games of the playoffs, I have him at number 4. And I have nothing against you if you want to say that he's going to come back and be amazing. He could prove me wrong, but just judging from last season, he's declining. At number 3, I have the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo, who just won Finals MVP and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year and 2-time MVP. So, I mean, Giannis is amazing. No matter what the haters say, no one could have done what he did for that Bucks team. No one would have put up the same stats. No one could have dominated in the paint like him. And there's probably, maybe, with the exception of these top 4 players on my list, no one could have won that on the Bucks other than him, and possibly nobody in this top 4 except for Giannis. At number 2, I have Kevin Durant. You're right. I have a list where LeBron's not 1, and neither is KD. I have KD at 2, who could definitely be 1, because Kevin Durant, while being maybe playing as the best player in the playoffs, trying to will that Nets team, other than D-Book or Giannis, Kevin Durant, amazing, one of the greatest scorers of all time. You could even make a case that he is the most unstoppable scorer, greatest scorer. Literally, you can't guard his shot. With the added addition of defense to him as well. Kevin Durant, I definitely have at 2. And at number 1, I have Stephen Curry. And it seems to be that people are forgetting how great of a season Stephen Curry actually had. I see so many people comparing Curry like at 4th best player in the league currently, 3rd at max. Like, Stephen Curry played as the greatest player in the regular season, and it's not even close. Obviously, he didn't win MVP, but he couldn't have. If the Warriors were a top 5 seed, he definitely would have won MVP. But Stephen Curry averaged 32 points per game and like 5 rebounds and assists. He set tons, numerous records throughout the year, especially in that month of April where he played better than an NBA player has ever played in a month. And honestly, that's probably barely even up for debate. Curry definitely deserves to be known as the greatest player in the league right now, and I definitely would recognize him as that. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to debate it in the comments, I'm totally fine with that. If you want more NBA or anything like this, then make sure you subscribe and like this video. It would really mean a lot to you. And go follow me on Twitter. It will be in the bio. So without further ado, peace out.